Hey there, it's Blue here, and welcome to session 3 of Pathway to the Peak, where we explore, break down, and learn everything you need to know to get to a specific peak pose. Today, we're going all the way to Garudasna, so let's get into it. Okay, well, we'll get straight into it by making our way onto our backs. Shift the hips forward, lift the chest, take a deep breath in, and lowering straight down. Just lengthening yourself out along the mat here. And probably starting off with the soles of the feet on the ground and the knees bent is best. And we'll find somewhere for our hands. I recommend placing the fingertips, the palms, on the lower ribs. And we'll start just by checking into our breath and creating this space. Creating a space of awareness. A space of non-judgment. A space of witnessing and play. Try to leave anything unnecessary behind. Take a moment to sort of sort through your thoughts. Notice anything that may not need to be with you right now and just let them go. Chances are things will pop back up, but we're moving into that space of acknowledgement where we are aware of our thoughts. We're taking a step back and watching the mind work. And while you're doing this, you might start to find your breath also. You might start to find your Ujjayi breath. Highly recommended. Hearing a gentle whisper as you exhale. And starting to warm the diaphragm. Starting to find the abdominals a little bit on the exhale. Inhaling. Feeling the ribs flare. Feeling the ribs flare like Garuda, like an eagle spreads its wings. And then exhale. Ujjayi breath. And remember, we're just clearing out any bits and pieces we don't need. We want to be right here in this practice. And setting our intention. And because we're on the pathway to Garudasna, we can start to embody the attributes, the mindset of the eagle. That's the great thing about these Pathway to Peak sessions, is we can really get inside the poses. So consider what Garudasana might be teaching us. Where is the eagle? The eagle's soaring. It's a soaring consciousness. And it's often sitting on a thermal. It's conserving energy for when it needs it most. It's only using effort when necessary. And it's focused with razor sharp vision, super acute focus. And it has a wisdom about it. It's seeing all. It's aware of the bigger picture. It's observing the landscape. So consider how we might bring Garudasna into our practice. Can we let our consciousness soar? Can we focus the mind with eagle-like precision? Can we move with the intention to use effort only when necessary? Engaging and recruiting muscle groups that we need, and letting any unnecessary tension fall away. Can we sit on the thermal of breath? Can we open ourselves up to see the landscape of the mind? Let's try to bring Garudasna into our practice as much as possible. Take a deep breath in from here and a long Ujjayi breath. Remembering the breath, remembering the air is a big part of the eagle's world. Let's do 2 more of those. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. We're going to exhale, lengthen the tailbone towards the heels, ground down through the lower back, and firm the front body here. Then we're going to roll the pelvis forward. Inhale, feel the chest flare. And we're going to exhale, ground down. Finding your breath here, breath and movement. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling, grounding down. Feeling the feet lift away from the mat, bringing the knees in together. Expanding out to the side with the arms, or you can fully expand, fully spread your wings if you like. And then exhale, coming straight into a twist as we rock over to the right hand side here. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale, coming over to the left hand side. We don't have to start off in massive movements. If you're feeling any resistance, don't push yourself into anything. We're just using the breath to expand into our body. We'll inhale, come back up. And exhale, come over. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale, coming over. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back up. And let's hold for 5 or 6 breaths here, just warming into the abdomen. Try to feel a little bit of lift through the tailbone. Inhale. Exhale, firming through the lower back, firming through the belly, wrapping the sides in. Not tensing up over the chest though, we want to expand into the chest. So stay broad in the upper body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhaling. And then exhale, bring the knees in towards the body here. Squeezing the upper thighs in towards the lower ribs. Inhale, release. Exhale, squeezing in. Let the tailbone lift. Curling the lower back. One more, inhale. And we're sort of moving with a rhythm, like how an eagle flaps its wings. Never greedy with movement. Let's lower the soles of the feet down here. Reach the hands up. Expand, spread your wings. From here, we'll reach the hands up. Let's bring the right hand underneath the left hand. Wrap the arms around. Backs of the hands or the palms meet. And then unfold. Exhale, left side. Unfold. Exhale. Right side is underneath now, and we're taking our bind here. Inhale. Exhale, left side. Inhale. One more. Exhale. Right hand side wraps under. I'm going to take a few breaths. Doesn't matter what it looks like. You might be reaching for the wrist. You might have the backs of the hands pressing together. Either way, we're going to start to extend towards or away from the chest, reaching towards the crown of your head up above, reaching towards the top edge of your mat. Now, take a couple of breaths here for that lovely opening in the chest, in the shoulders, sorry. For the shoulder blades, separate a little bit, but still plugging the arms back into the shoulder sockets there. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Release. Left side. Inhale. Exhale, take your bind. Reach up. Lift the elbows away from the chest. Opening up into the shoulder. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Release. Open the arms out. We're going to come back to the right hand side now. But what we'll do first is cross the right leg over. And we're going to lift the left foot and we're going to look for our bind here. And start to sort of maybe press the right foot into the left thigh here. That might be plenty. You might be playing around with fully binding the leg. It doesn't matter too much. You can even sort of lift the foot a little bit or whatever, or if you want to play around, you can even just have the legs separated like that. That's fine. We're going to bring the right hand underneath and we're going to reach up. Point through the left toes, extend the knees away from the body, stay firm in the belly, and then reach through the fingertips. So we're in our Garudasna, a reclining Garudasna already. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Inhale. Exhale, unfold, unwind. Feet make their way back down onto the mat. Let's have a go on the left hand side, so crossing the left foot over. Remember, this is as far as you might go. That's cool. Left hand is coming under, the left arm's coming under the right arm. Gets a little bit confusing here. Now I'm lifting the right foot off the ground and I'm aiming to tuck my left foot underneath my right leg, I think. Then I'm going to point through the right foot, extend, keep the belly firm. There's a fair bit happening in the abdominals here. Reach up. We have to be really selective with where we're breathing. Breathing into the chest. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Try to stay long in the neck, still reaching through the hands. Inhale. Exhale, unfold, which will be nice and warm in the body now. Extend the arms out. Take a deep breath in, arch the lower back. Feel the chest expand here. Then exhale, bring the knees back in towards the body. Give yourself a squeeze. Roll up into a nice tight little ball here. Expand out over the lower back, over the upper back. Let the shoulder blades separate. Let the neck lengthen. Take a deep breath in, squeeze in. And then exhale, lowering down. With hands under the lower back. We'll press straight up into a seated position here, and we're cross-legged. And we can actually start out on a block, so have a play around with that if you feel more comfortable on a block. And what we're going to do from here is, with in your best cross-legged position, whatever that might look like, we're just going to tip the pelvis forward and walk ourselves forward here. Just for a couple of breaths. Now that might just look like that, and that's fine. Instead of a block, you could even just be rolling up a blanket and sitting yourself up on top of that. I might take the block away actually. And we are just reaching forward and looking for a nice big open in that right hip. My right foot is in front of my left shin. And we'll do a few breaths on each side. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. 3 nice long breaths, and then we'll change sides here. So it doesn't matter what side you started on. We will just cross over here. So now my left foot and my left leg is on the outside. And I've always got a little bit more tension in the left side. So I'm being mindful there and I'm shifting myself around. Now, if this is creating tension in the knees, make sure you elevate yourself and don't push yourself into anything that is going to create any pinching or any uncomfortable sensations in the knees. We just want a little bit of an opening in the left hip and nothing more. We should be feeling some nice release in the lower back, even tipping forward, and that might just look like this, and that's fine. If bringing yourself down towards the floor, bringing the ribs down towards the thighs is in your practice, we can do so. But more we're trying to tilt forward from the pelvis here. It's not so much about where the upper body ends up. So try to press your pubic bone towards the mat and lift the tailbone as high as you can. We'll take 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. And exhaling. Coming back up. Walking the hands back towards the body. Now we're just going to take a gentle twist here. So I'm going to start on with my right hand behind my right hip. Bring the left hand over to the right knee. Take a deep breath in, expand. Exhale. Guide yourself in. Deep breath in and a long exhale. Maybe guiding your awareness out over the right shoulder. Remember, we're lifting up, we're soaring. Maybe the chin is coming out over the shoulder. Maybe we're twisting all the way from tailbone to crown. Let's come all the way back around now. Right hand to left knee. Lift, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe the chin is aiming out over the shoulder. If you're fully engaged, you twist all the way from navel up to chest, and then the chin follows. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Let's release and come all the way back out. Now, from here, I'm going to flip both palms, reach my hands towards the ceiling. I'm going to bind my right first finger and thumb around the wrist of the left arm here. I'm going to press off the left hip, shorten the right side of my body, bringing ribs in towards the hip slightly, but more expanding out over the left side body. It's more how we want to sort of envision it. Lift yourself up. Deep breath in. Remember the focus of an eagle. Remember, we're only recruiting the parts of the body we need. We're conserving energy. We're being wise with our intention, with our effort. Gazing off the end of your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Let's swap sides. Right first finger, left first finger and thumb around the right wrist. Palm facing up, reach up. Stretching your wings. 3 to 5 breaths here. Expand out over right side body. Gently drawing on that wrist, pressing your elbow towards the ceiling. Not crunching in towards the ear too much. Take a deep breath in. Long exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. I think that's 3. Do one more. Inhale. Exhale. Let's release. Roll the shoulders out a little bit. Now, what we're going to do from here is extend the left leg out on kind of a 45-degree angle. And you can even prop it up with a block if you like. I'm just going to bring this right foot relatively sort of in line. So yeah, let's line it up. The right foot or the right toes lined up with the left foot here. Now the left foot's out in front. And it's up to you to sort of play around with the distancing. I wouldn't extend the leg too far. And from here, we're just going to be folding forward and finding that nice deep opening in to the left glute and the piriformis. Now you can flex back on the toes a little bit if you like, which will even intensify into the hip a touch, and it will even protect the knee joint here. So we can dorsiflex the foot. Let the back of the neck soften. Take a deep breath in. Long exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Got 5 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. And exhaling. I'm walking the hands back towards the body. We might just shift sides here. Bring the right foot out and the left foot behind. Now, always being mindful of the asymmetries of our body, we might need to shuffle around a bit to accommodate. And you might also, remembering you might be up on a block here. You might have to elevate yourself on 2 blocks, and that's totally fine. Now it feels totally different on this side. The tension's further up into the IT band there, and I felt it release a little bit there. Remember, we're tipping forward we're rolling the pelvis forward more than concentrating on where the upper body ends up here. And giving yourself a couple of breaths. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 2 more. Inhaling. Exhale. Let yourself melt in. Last one. Inhale. Exhaling. Walk the hands back towards the body, and we're going to transition straight up onto hands and knees now. So here we are, straight up onto hands and knees. Bring the knees in really nice and close. And rocking from side to side into the hips. Just alleviating any lower back tension that may have occurred, may have accumulated. And you can turn it into some circular movements, as always, being intuitive. And we'll come back to hands and knees. Reach the right hand out. Lift the shoulder, twist in, flip the right palm, reach up. Just continuing with that lovely work into the shoulders. Spreading your wings. Coming back down. Reaching all the way up. And coming back down. Right hand underneath right shoulder, grounding through the knuckles. Reaching up. Shoulder lifts. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. Reaching up. Really expand through the fingertips. Spread your fingers like the end of an eagle's wings. Flip the palm over, reach up. Feel the air brush past your fingertips. Left side, inhale. Remember your focus. Remember we're practicing with an open mind, reaching up. Grounding through both hands, loop the shoulders back, slide the shoulders down your spine and press the chest forward. We're just doing one of these movements. Tucking the tailbone. Big opening in the spine here. Inhale coming forward, tucking the toes under, pressing the chest forward. Exhale, finding your downward dog. Walking out through the heels here. Really sinking into one hip and then the other as we bend one knee deeply and press through the opposite heel. Really start to work into the IT band here. Finding lift in the tailbone. Drawing the navel up towards the spine, hollowing the belly a little bit. Taking a couple of breaths here, maybe 5 all up. And then find a neutral position, find your downward dog, take a breath here, inhale. Exhale, stepping the right foot forward now. Coming down through our low lunge, untucking the left toes, let's sweep up. Just finding a nice little flow here. Exhale, fold forward. Stepping back or sliding the foot back, or it could be in high plank, whatever's best for where you're at. Lowering down. Could be to the knees or through full high plank, lifting the chest. Exhale. Pressing back up, tucking the toes, downward dog. And taking a deep breath in here. And a long exhale as we step through. Whoops. Dropping the right foot down. Now the right knee down, untucking the toes, sweeping up. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Coming back through your version of Chaturanga Dandasana, whatever that looks like. Lowering down. Pointing the toes, pressing the chest forward. Exhale. Pressing back up. Tuck the toes. Downward dog. Staying with our flow, we're going to take a deep breath in. Exhale, step the right foot through next to the right hand. Drop down onto the left knee, untuck the toes. Lifting up. Revolving low lunge here. So we have the option to just bring hands straight down to heart center, or we can spread the arms out to the side if you want to create a bit more expansion. Either way, we're going to take the next breath and bring the hands to heart center. We're going to bring the left elbow to the right knee. And before we go sinking in too far, we're going to lift the chest and aim the solar plexus for the thumb here. There's a bit of pressure through the palms of the hands, guiding me into the twist. And then I'm bringing this right knee forward. Lengthening the neck as well. Taking 3 breaths here. Finding my focus. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhale. Exhaling. Using the inhale to neutralize the spine, extend. And exhale. Stepping back through Chaturanga Dandasana, whatever it looks like for yourself. Lifting the chest, cobra pose. Exhale. Pressing back up on the same exhale breath. And then stepping through. Using your next inhale, untucking the toes, sweeping up, or the right toes that is. Finding your hands at heart center, however you get there. If you want to take an extra breath, and then bring the hands in, that's quite a nice little flow. And then bring right elbow to left knee here. Not falling into the posture, not collapsing into our shoulders. Keeping the chest bright and pressing forward through the left knee. Big opening in the right hip here. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling now. Using the inhale breath to support the spine as we come back up out of the pose. We'll reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Chaturanga Dandasana. If you want to come down through to low plank and to up dog, you can also do so. And exhale, pressing back into downward dog. Taking 3 breaths here. Feeling the body warm up now. Feeling yourself settle into your downward dog maybe. Finding your breath. Keeping the mind clear. Keeping your intention focused. Soaring on the breath. Deep breath in. Exhale, step through right foot. Coming down to our low lunge. Now what we're going to do from here is this really interesting variation on our half Hanumanasana pose. So instead of coming back and taking a hamstring stretch, what we're going to do is heel toe the right foot over towards the left wrist and flex the toes back on an angle, maybe a 45-degree angle. Dorsiflex the toes back towards the knee. Now I'm letting the knee roll out. And my right heel is in front of my left knee at this point. So I need to use my upper body to stabilize myself and my arms. And I'm gently drawing myself back. And I'm drawing the toes back towards the shin, getting this beautiful opening up over the IT band. And you can sort of take it further if you like. It doesn't matter too much how much further you take the leg over to the left-hand side. If you want to intensify, you can start to bring the lower ribs down towards the thigh. Never putting the knee under any pressure though. If you're feeling pinching, then don't go any further. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Coming forward. Let's heel toe this front foot back over. Tuck the left toes. Press back up into our downward dog. Straight away on the next exhale, we're going to step through with the left foot. Dropping down. And let's set up for the other side here. So walking over. Letting yourself spill out onto the blade of the left foot here and coming back. Now, it might not feel like much is happening, but let's flex the toes back towards the shin and then feel how that lovely opening kicks in to the IT band, to the piriformis a little bit even. Inhale and lift the chest. Lift the lower ribs of the left side up, sort of slide them up along the thigh there. And then lower yourself down. And always moving to our own anatomy. So if the foot is in the center of the mat, and that's plenty, that's fine. Never trying to replicate what somebody else does. You never want to practice for someone else's body. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Inhale. Exhale, final breath. Let's melt all the way in. And then we're going to bring the weight forward, heel toe this front foot back out towards the left wrist, tuck the right toes. Next exhale, shooting yourself back into downward dog, taking 3 breaths here, shifting yourself around, making sure you're comfortable in your downward dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Taking a deep breath in and a long exhale. You're going to step towards the front of the mat or take steps towards the front of the mat. Slide the hands up the shins, bending the knees, lifting the chest. Hold for a few moments here. Find equal weight through the soles of the feet. Spread the toes out. Find length in the spine. Reach your arms back, spread your wings. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhale. Lower lowest ribs down over the thighs. Bend the knees. Sweep up. Hands coming down to heart center. Spread your wings, reach out to the side. Exhale, bring right arm underneath left arm. Take your bind. Sink your weight down over your heels. Equalize the weight through all 4 corners of both feet. Garudasna, Utkatasana variation. You can start to lift the elbows away from the floor if you like. Take 3 breaths. Lengthening the exhale, Ujjayi breath. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Unfold. Inhale, extend the arms. Left side, left arm underneath right. Take your bind, whatever that might look like. Maybe you're just wrapping the left fingers around the right thumb or something like that. Have some fun with it, doesn't matter too much. Sinking down. If you've got it in you, you can take a deeper seat if you like. If you want to play with it, you can even bring elbows down to the knees and sink right down. Press the arms forward, or we can stay in an upright position as well. Deep breath in. Long exhale. Taking 3 breaths. Inhaling. Exhaling. Lifting elbows away from chest. Exhaling. Unfold. Inhale, expand. Flip the palms, reach up towards the ceiling. Bring hands to heart center. Let the shoulder blades slide down the spine. Take a deep breath in here. Open the mouth, exhale. Let go of your Ujjayi breath for 1 breath. Soften your gaze. Maintain your focus off the end of the nose. Close your eyes if you like. And even the eagle has to land. Feel yourself ground down just for a moment. Inhale. And exhale. Let it all settle in. 1 more of those. Inhaling. And exhaling. Reaching back up. Inhale. Soften the knees a little bit. Exhale, spilling forward. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bend the knees, Chaturanga Dandasana, stepping back to your version of high plank, lowering through. Inhale. Exhale. Press back up. Tuck the toes, finding downward dog. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhaling. And exhaling, walking or stepping towards the front of the mat. Slide the hands up to the shins, take a half lift. Exhale, spill forward. Bend the knees a lot, sweep up. Hands are coming down to heart center. Find somewhere comfortable to lift up off your perch. Find somewhere comfortable to ground yourself, to find your foundation. If you need to step off your mat and find somewhere a little bit more solid, a little bit less squishy, that's okay as well. From here, we're going to spread the left toes out and ground them down into the mat. Find a drishti gaze here. We're going to bring the hands down by the sides of the body for now and just reach or lift the right knee. Find your balance here. Engage front body, draw the lower ribs in slightly. Couple of breaths. Remember, we're soaring. Don't let the mind panic. Keep your focus razor sharp. Take one more deep breath in. Then lower the right foot back down. Set up your foundation, lifting. Not sort of falling into the posture. We're moving with intention. Pressing down, grounding through the heel, but soaring up through the spine. Take a couple of breaths here. Let yourself soar on the breath. Inhale and exhale. Let's lower that left foot down. Finding your foundation through the left foot. You're going to lift the right knee. You're going to soften into the left knee. You're going to place the right leg or the right knee on top of the left knee. And that might be as far as we go. Otherwise, I'm going to place the back of the right foot on the back of the left shin. Following that, right arm reaches under, finding my bind. Take your time here. Find your drishti gaze, looking off the end of the nose. Start to reach up. Sink into your posture if you like. 3 breaths. Garudasna. Inhale. Exhale. Let's do 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. The last one. Inhale. Exhale. Unfold. Unwrap. Wiggle this left leg out a little bit. There'll be a little bit of warmth there. And we'll start on the other side, grounding down through the right foot. You'll be feeling quite light in this left leg now. Remember, we're softening the knees. We're bringing the left knee up. And we're crossing over. This might be as far as you go. You might be tucking the foot. And then the left arm is coming under the right elbow. Squeeze the knees together. So you're abducting the knees, you're squeezing them in. There's an isometric movement here. Lift up through the elbows. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhaling. Exhaling. One more breath, 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, release. Reach up. And bring hands down to heart center. Give that right leg a bit of a wobble. Soften your gaze. Find your samasthiti. Find your breath. Take a moment to check into your body, to check into your pose, into your practice. Inhaling. Open the mouth, exhale, purge it out. And just sitting in your breath for a moment. Flip the palms, inhale. Bend the knees, exhale. Half lift, inhale. Bend the knees, step back. Just to hands and knees here. Bring the knees out nice and wide, toes together. Sink down over the heels. rocking the weight from side to side. Maybe bring the elbows down. Rest the head on the backs of the hands. Let yourself rest. And then we're going to come back up onto hands and knees here. Make sure your block's available, if you need a block, on the right hand side, and we're moving into Garudasna, pigeon pose. Right knee behind right wrist, flaring the right foot out, maybe behind the left knee, or maybe aiming for the left wrist, whatever your mobility sort of permits. You may need a block underneath the hip, you may not, that's fine. Folding forward. Just taking a couple of breaths here. Letting yourself settle in. Letting yourself come back down into the earth. Still maintain the wisdom, the intention of the eagle. Let your body soften in. And coming back up. Moving gently. And taking some counter movements. And setting up for the other side here. So bring the left knee behind the left wrist, or under the shoulder, and flaring this foot out. Maybe the toes just pointing towards the knee, the right knee, or we might be squaring off a little bit more. Once again, if we sink down as we extend the right leg back, if this hip, left hip, doesn't make its way in or make contact with the mat, then just propping it up on a block. Otherwise, we'll take a deep breath in and exhale, fold forward here. We've got a good 10 breaths. Once again, give your body a moment to respond, give yourself a moment to melt in. Stay with your Ujjayi breath. You can let it start to soften a little bit. Even the eagle comes back down to earth. One more deep breath in. And a long exhale. We'll walk the hands back towards the body now. Gently transition the weight into the right knee as we slide this left leg back underneath ourselves and start to take some counter movement here. Whatever that might be. And then bringing the knees towards the wrists, extending the legs out to the side, extending the legs and shifting the hips forward, taking a deep breath in and lowering down onto the back into a reclining position here for our final movement. Bring the knees in towards the body. Half or full happy baby. Sometimes a half happy baby even adds more than a full happy baby would. So we could just have our hands wrapped around the knees and gently let the weight of the arms open the groin, extend the spine. Find length in the back of the neck, tucking the chin a little bit, and slide the shoulder blades down the spine. If you like, we can take full happy baby. If you feel like it's lifting the energy too much or creating tension or there's too much effort in your full happy baby, then maybe it's worth taking it back a step. And we're never just doing these poses for the sake of it. Everything we do has intention. Bring the knees in towards the midline. Gently squeeze them in towards the lower ribs. Rocking yourself from side to side here. Finding any sticky points on the back there. If there's any, you can sort of just rock from side to side into those points. Just massaging yourself out of touch. And then when you're ready, take a final deep breath in. And a long exhale, extend the legs. Allow yourself to unfold into your Savasana. Let yourself rest. Let all effort fall away. Let go of your control of breath. Imagine you're on a thermal now. The heat of your body is just lifting you away from the earth. You're just floating. In the warmth, the relaxation. Floating through the calmness. Feeling the air on your skin. Accepting everything that has happened and everything that may happen. Just observing. Observing the bigger picture as your consciousness soars. As you float through this moment. Just give yourself a few moments of stillness. Let it all fall away. And then start to move the body a little bit. Start to take a deep breath in. Open the mouth and just press the air out through the lips. Do 2 more of those. Inhale. One more, inhaling. And then making your way up into a seated position, unless you want to stay in Savasana longer, which is totally fine. Otherwise, we'll meet up in seated position with hands at heart center, sealing our practice as always with gratitude for ourselves, our bodies, our ability to change and learn and grow and adapt. For the food we eat, the water we drink, and the air we breathe, we'll take a deep breath in. Namaste.